Alright, I'll start with my script. Hi,
Alright.
my name is Alex, and I'm going to be walking you through this session. You probably already know, but let me explain why I've asked you to come here today. As part of a class, we're testing this website to see what it's like for actual people to use it. I want to make it clear right away that we're testing the site, not you. You can't do anything wrong here, so you don't have to worry about making mistakes. We want to hear exactly what you think, so please don't worry that you're going to hurt our feelings. We want to improve it, so we need to know honestly what you think. As we go along, I'm going to ask you to think out loud and tell me what's going through your mind. This will help us. If you have questions, just ask. I may not be able to answer them right away since you're interested in how people do when they don't have someone sitting next to them, but I'll try to answer any questions you still have when we're done. We also like to video the session and put it on YouTube, but you won't be identified as part of the assignment. The recording will only be used to help us figure out how to improve the site, and it won't be seen by anyone except for people out working on the project. Do you have any questions before we begin?
Where does it start?
Where does it start? Okay. First, I'm just going to ask you to look at a page and tell me what you think it is, and what strikes you about it, what you click on first. Alright, so the site is alexmessenger.com.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's the first thing that catches your eye?
Alex Messenger, web developer.
Okay.
Affordable custom websites.
And what do you want to click on first?
About.
Okay. And is there anything that surprises you there?
I'm kind of confused about the platforms.
Okay. Tell me about that.
Oh, okay. Well, it's an image, like it's a sidebar banner, and it doesn't really flush well with the text.
So it's unclear that it goes with it, or you expected it to be
It was kind of unclear. Also, I think I started reading at the top here.
Yeah.
This testimonial.
Yeah.
And what I'd really be interested in is what's down here.
Okay.
When learning about what you offer.
Okay. So you would expect not to see a testimonial on this page?
I wouldn't mind a testimonial. It's just that I'm more interested in this, and this is
Okay.
being put front and center rather than the content.
Okay. All right.
Maybe you could split this kind of information out into a bio page.
Okay.
That you live with here. It isn't really what I'm looking for in an about page for if I'm going to try to hire a web developer.
Okay. So when you click about, what you expected to see is kind of the platforms that I work on and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay. And where does the testimonial fit with either of those two things, about or bio, or is that a separate page altogether?
It could be a separate page altogether. It doesn't hurt to have it in a sidebar, maybe.
Okay.
Like if my gaze kind of drifts off, I can have something else to read. But
yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe having a testimonial for each of the services.
Okay.
Frame it in the pretty much what services you offer.
Great.
Wonder what's on the homepage again.
So imagine that you had found this site through a Google search.
Yeah.
What parts of the home page would make you more likely to contact me or less likely to contact me?
custom solutions really depends on whether I'm looking. Well, this is probably because I'm a programmer. But when I think custom solutions, I'm thinking that it will probably not be as easily supported or easy to maintain as a system that, or as a solution that will, that has more guidelines.
Okay. Okay.
The some of these slides don't look particularly visually appealing. This one does.
Which other ones do you not find visually appealing?
This one.
Okay.
That's about halfway through.
Yeah.
It's a bit, like, feels kind of hard. Like, it wouldn't degrade well on, like, a mobile site. The green background here that doesn't flush with the navigation or anything. This looks kind of like a more functional type
Yep.
page rather than, like, a marketing page.
Yep. Okay.
Free consultation. Oh. I'm surprised that there's no footer navigation.
Okay.
Normally I'll look for, like, terms of service or... Well, of course, that wouldn't be really big a deal in this. But contact, definitely, I always look for at the bottom of the page.
Okay.
Which kind of happened here, just a different place.
Yep.
This kind of stands out in the sense that you're not really highlighting it.
Which...
Why work with Alex?
So you think that should be more prominent?
More prominent or not there?
Okay.
Like, frankly, you can get rid of it, and I figure, actually, I've been taught to think of things, get rid of it if you don't need it.
Okay.
Clients. 89 North? Is that the highway exit?
I think the name of the company is a play on Interstate 89, but the company has to do with like some sort of specialized photographic equipment.
So they're on the east side of 89, I take it?
I don't know.
Well, that would be the side that 89 North is on.
Right.
Maybe they're in the median.
Could be.
Right here, I don't really know what they do, and there's not really a way to tell how you met their needs.
Okay.
It also, this feels like I can't click it, and I don't see a back button besides the one in the browser.
What can't you click?
The client's text, the client's link.
Show me where it is.
So if I were here,
Oh, right.
it doesn't look clickable, it is,
Okay.
but it isn't clear.
I see. So...
I understand that I'd still be in the clients section.
Right.
However, I'm not on the clients page specifically.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit confusing.
So would you recommend like a back to clients list kind of?
Actually, you could do a maybe a sidebar where you create like a different section.
Mm-hmm. Sidebar with all the clients so you could kind of click through them.
Yeah, that would actually be a lot nicer because I'm going to be browsing through here and I don't like hitting the back button.
Yep. Okay.
Burlington Public. Was this designed with the colorblind in mind?
No.
I noticed the different colors. No. Is there any method to the
Actually
madness in
not.
the colors?
To the colors, I was given the colors.
Okay.
I don't know what the rationale behind the colors is.
It could be for colorblind.
Could be.
And this,
There's certainly a high contrast.
Mm-hmm. This table somewhat throws me off. Also, the button being a button instead of link. I know that the contact button is up here.
Uh-huh. So you expect that contact Alex thing to be a link rather than a button?
Yeah, but then there's also the contact button down here, no contact button down here where I'd expect it to be.
Mm-hmm.
This is just kind of like shouting to me.
Okay. Is that so shouting too much?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'd be, I'm thinking that I would want to continue looking at clients one at a time.
Okay. Yeah.
Amazing consult. Complete site to client specifications, including a flash slideshow on home page and dynamic navigation. Sarah Montgomery design. So you didn't design this?
That's right.
Interesting. But you mean visually or?
Right. Like I didn't do the design in Photoshop.
Okay.
I worked with a designer. She put the design together in Photoshop, and I turned it into a website.
Okay.
But you bring up a good point that your average person isn't going to understand the difference between designing a website and building a website.
Yeah. It's like you said that you built a website and then you said that you didn't design it.
Right.
Which is a little bit confusing.
Okay.
You could say visual design, maybe. That might be clearer.
Yeah.
So what kind of did you work with Flash specifically? Like coded in Flash, or did you use a utility?
I think I probably used a tutorial to get the action script and then kind of modified it for my needs.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's kind of passe for like a slideshow now, but
yeah. They call it a boilerplate. Sugarbush built complete site to specifications, built a summer and winter theme that can be switched by the client. Also built an integration to pull in property data from multiple listing service. You don't know what's funny? The first thing that comes to my mind when reading that isn't to do with the website, it's to do, the client has to switch it, you don't use a time on the server.
I discussed that with them.
Yeah.
And they said they wanted to have finer control over...
They can specify the dates. It doesn't have to be a switch.
Well, sometimes they're not sure what the dates are until it starts looking, until
Wintry.
the ski area closes or whatever.
Yeah.
But, and I figure you either have to go in and switch it or you have to go in and program it to switch it.
So I'm guessing they show summer and the winter when everybody is cold and hates winter and wants it to be summer, and then winter in the summer when it's really hot out and everybody wants it to be winter.
I think in practice they probably switch it to the summer site somewhere around April or May.
Yeah. Is it just a CSS switch?
No, it's more than that because there are some images that are not background images
Okay.
that switch. You know, I think probably if I was building it now, I could do it all with CSS.
Yeah.
But I think I set it up. I think I set up a variable in the PHP to refer to like a summer directory or a winter directory.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it
Yep.
built the image paths based on that.
Sugarbush Real Estate, University of Vermont Continuing Education. Here we are.
I
Rebuild a
like
500-page site. Yeah. You can go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say that I like your suggestion about kind of describing the scenario
Yeah.
in which I did the work.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
What the needs are and
yeah.
how you went to how
Right.
you were able to tackle them.
Right, yeah. I think that would help.
Yeah, I wish I didn't hate our homepage so much. Plus, these don't work. And now it's taking a long time. Did I just click in? Okay. Windstream power. This is the nicest looking site.
Really, I think so.
Yeah. Although it's probably the
I think it
simplest.
actually might be their old site.
Work done. WP Commerce, e-commerce, WordPress content management, real-time shipping quotes. Did you So I'm taking it they have an API that you tapped into.
They did.
Yeah. Did you? Is it like a PHP? They provide a class or something?
Well, I mean, it's done through a plugin, some
Yep.
of which are free, some you had to pay a little bit of money for.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to configure it a little
Yeah.
bit. I mean,
I'm-
you know, it wasn't a huge amount of programming, but to tell you the truth, I was kind of shocked when it all when it all worked.
Hotels kind of had the same thing,
Yeah.
and travel sites,
Uh-huh.
where that's how like Priceline and
Yeah.
Travelocity get their quotes through APIs.
Right, that would make
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Now, one thing that's glaringly missing is education.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at this like a resume right now,
Okay.
and I'm not seeing everything.
All right.
Contact page. You don't have a phone number that you can be contacted in the middle of the night?
You know, I feel like most people want to make an initial contact via email
Yeah.
rather than phone.
Yeah, although some people also want to make an initial contact via phone rather than email.
Okay.
My dad, for instance, he hates email. He wants to talk to everybody on the phone.
Okay.
I guess technical people would probably email first.
Yeah. Well, I think the kind of person who I think a lot of people that I work with are
Mhm.
not technical people.
Yeah.
Like they have, you know, they're running a business and they don't have time to think about their website.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's possible.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There's this message. Um, 12 years experience, or budget and timeline. Maintain it yourself. I'm not going to maintain it for you. That is just kidding.
So do you think that sounds like a
No, just reinterpreting it in my head.
okay? But if it has a negative connotation for you,
There can be a negative connotation, but
Yeah.
I think it's like saying, okay, it's kind of excluding the market where people might want support,
right?
and of course
Yeah.
you probably don't want to support everybody that you work with, like on a ongoing basis, but
if they want to pay me my hourly rate, I'll support
yeah,
them.
exactly.
Right.
So it kind of precludes that,
Yeah.
and which is kind of a big deal, especially with custom sites,
Yep. Sure.
custom solutions, because
Right.
generally it's less expensive to support a less custom solution.
Right.
It's like we only use WordPress and we don't use plugins, and yeah, that's what I expect.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alright, 2013, that's Messenger. Proudly powered by WordPress. What is this page? How does this have anything to do with your site? Just kidding.
It doesn't. That was in there, but maybe I should take that off.
Nah. Maybe you can change it to rainbow coloring on Proudly.
Okay. To show my support for Freedom Generic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Up next. Pause. This feels kind of clunky. If I click here. Okay. What is this? Open link in new tab.
It's Portfolio Slideshow. It uses the jQuery cycle
Oh, okay.
plugin.
Yeah. The pause prep next to a 5 feels kind of irrelevant.
Kind of irrelevant?
Yeah.
Or just kind of, or what do you mean irrelevant?
Like, I don't know, one that it's kind of, you have to be on the line of text when I expect something bigger for controls
Okay.
of like functionality on a web app.
Okay.
Like, I want a really big target to click.
All right.
Same as if I'm on a mobile site. Speaking of
Okay.
which, oh no, we're not in Firefox. What do I do?
You can try it in Firefox. I haven't tried it on a mobile site.
Contact. Oh wait, it's already open in Firefox. Wait, no, I'm back on the wrong one. Oh no, it breaks. Oh wait, is this some kind of... Oh. How did that happen? Yeah. You could make it work in mobile with a little bit of work.
Like how?
Well, this page probably not. Just using well,
mobile
here you
style
have like a static width probably.
Yeah. Right.
Like no, just as a regular responsive design, you don't have that much content in there to make it very difficult.
Right.
You're pretty much using static width.
Yeah.
Which kind of hurts.
Okay.
And how the heck do I get back over here?
Yeah.
I can't see the scroll bar. Oh, is that a custom scroll bar?
No.
How do I get out of here again? Okay. Okay, so I guess Firefox on Windows is not as good as Firefox on Linux.
Okay.
No. Oh, you have your web developer header.
Oh, yeah, you happen to be logged in right now.
I could deface your site if I wanted to.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was fun.
Okay.
Any more questions?
No, that's great. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Ooh, I gotta get my chair. Okay.